I am so happy to welcome this guy back to Philly Pressbox Radio. His previous visit was actually 3.5 years ago, believe it or not. He's the drummer for the Hooters and Smash Palace and the founder of the great Philly music project In the Pocket. He's also a Philly sports fan and a super guy. Let's welcome him back to the big show. It's David Uosikkinen. Dave, how are you, man?
Jet, I couldn't be better. You know, I'm over my jet lag. We were in Europe for 6 weeks, so it's nice to be home. I'm at the Jersey Shore. We have a little place here down here, and I'm right on the boardwalk here overlooking the beach. So couldn't be in a better place, to be honest with you.
As you mentioned, you just wrapped up that 6-week tour over in Europe. You're a big hit over there. You personally did a great job of keeping everybody informed of everything. You're really good with the social media stuff.
Yeah.
So from seeing all your posts on Facebook, I felt like I was there enjoying all the shows. It looked like the tour was a huge success.
You know, it was the I've been in the Hooters for 42 years. It was my most favorite tour I've ever done with those guys. And I've done some great tours, but we really had a great time. The audiences were great. Maybe that I'll attribute that to, you know, the pandemic, COVID, people just dying to get out and see live music. But we played in Germany, Switzerland, Sweden. I'm heading back to Norway next week to play a big festival up near Russia. And, you know, they're just dying for music. And we felt the vibe every night, every show picked up more momentum. I was soloing every night. I had a blast. I had a great time.
Well, it's funny, when we first talked on this show in 2019, you were telling me the Hooters, having been formed in 1980, we're going to do a big 40th anniversary celebration the following year. Yeah. And then, of course, you know, COVID happened, so it didn't quite happen the way you had it planned. So now you got the 40+2 or 40 take 2. Better late than never, right?
Indeed. You know, it was just great to get out. And, you know, I mean, listen, we're getting a little bit up there in our age. So, I mean, before we went out, I guess each one of us had little questions about how we're going to do. We did 31 shows, you know, so, and travel in between that, hotels, the whole 9 yards. And we end up picking up steam as we went. I felt great when I got home. We all like surpassed our expectations, and we didn't go the other way. So that was cool. I mean, listen, maybe next year we do it again. We'll see.
Yeah, I checked out a lot of the, you know, video samples that were out there, and you guys sounded great. You actually did a show at the Keswick last October. I was there for that. So I was 41 years in, and the band sounded better than ever. Are the guys having as much fun as it looks?
More. It looks like we're having fun. Everybody's really excited about what we're doing. I think this next succession of shows that we do at the Keswick are going to be really, really special. We got some real surprises, and I'm real excited about doing that. It's great to be coming home to do some shows. You know, we got a couple coming up in the next few weeks, so we're pretty juiced about the whole thing. You know, I mean, look, the technology and music now, there's this whole advent of vinyl, and we haven't put out any vinyl in a while, so we're kind of looking towards maybe some of these shows that we have to put out some recordings. So we're really looking at all that kind of stuff. You know, there was a lot of cool things that happened on this tour, and we're just kind of, you know, trying to archive everything and then, you know, put it out at some point.
I mentioned the anniversary. It all began in 1980, as I said, when Eric and Rob asked you to join the band. Songs like All You Zombies and Fighting on the Same Side were early hits. And then in the mid-'80s, there were several more hits like, you know, Day by Day, And We Dance, Satellite, etc. You opened up Live Aid in Philly in '85 in the middle of all that. Was it tough dealing with success at a young age?
Well, you know, it's just like, look, you know, you get those things happening to you. You can't really plan them out. You know, they happen. You make some money. Listen, we got signed to record deals. It was a ride, more or less. You know, we're on a roller coaster. You know, I just feel very fortunate to have a 42-year career with those guys playing. You know, like anything else, you have to have adjustments. You know, yeah, I guess I'd answer that yes and no. Yeah. But, you know, we're all survivors, and we got through, and through supporting one another and helping one another get through things. So, but we're just having a blast. Listen, Chet, it's like a team. It's like being like I watch, like I'm a big sports fan, as you mentioned, Phillies, Eagles, Sixers, Flyers, you know, 444. You see these teams, how they operate. Successful teams, man, are a team. You know, you have great leadership. You have to come in. You have to have guys that really pull for one another. When you do a long tour like this, you got to help one another get through it. And there's a lot of joy afterwards doing that kind of thing. A lot of joy. So I have fun with it as much as I do. You know, the 6 guys I have with the Hooters, when I do In the Pocket, there's 20 of us. Same thing, man. We pull together. We make it work.
I just remembered this morning that I have this Nervous Night album signed by, there it is,
Look at my
Eric.
hair.
Eric signed it.
I'll have to sign it for you.
And yeah, you and Rob, next time I see you guys, have to sign that for me.
Indeed.
Let's see. It was a dozen or so years ago. You mentioned In the Pocket. You started the Songs in the Pocket project, largely celebrating Philly music. And I saw you guys back in June. Let's see if I can find a picture. Yeah, there it is. Back in June. That was a great night, man. You guys were on Bush singing right there, of course. You mentioned you got 20 plus guys, you know, revolving in and out of there.
Yeah.
That's got to be a blast putting all that together.
And playing with all those great musicians, you know, it was really nice to have a few new additions to the picture there. You see John Fay there and Tommy Williams, who joined us, who plays in the Hooters. You know, that was a great night. And it was so hot that night that at the end of the evening, I wished everybody a Merry Christmas. I got like a little heat stroke thing, and my wife came to me because you okay? I said, "What? You wished everybody a Merry Christmas," you know. So go figure. Yeah, that's another one of those. You know, you get to step on stage with Richard Bush, Tommy Conwell, a new guy like John Fay, who's had an amazing career at Caulfields and other things. Ike, he was great. You know, and you got guys like Wally Smith and just other cats, Charlie Ingwe, Winkle, you know, Ben Arnold. It's a great night for me all the time. I love hanging with those cats, playing with them. They're terrific.
Well, you got a bunch of shows coming up. You told me off the air that Smash Palace has a show coming up in September. In the Pocket, back at the Ardmore Music Hall,
October 1st.
And let's see, we got a Hooters mini.
Yeah, little local thing.
And Cape May coming up real soon. And then you mentioned you go back to Norway for a festival, but then the tradition, the fall shows at the Keswick. I will be there Saturday, November 5th. Yeah. And those will be sold out, I'm sure.
Yes. Yeah. They're close to being sold out now. So if you want to go, get your tickets. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, that's always a gas too. I should also mention too, I'm doing a show in Phoenixville with my friend Greg Sover on September 9th. That'll be a fun show to do as well. A great band, Kenny Aronson and Wally Smith playing with me that night. And of course, Smash Pals the night after. So yeah, I'm staying busy. I'm afraid to stop, you know, because when the wheels stop, you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, don't ever stop, Dave. Hey, a couple of sports questions. As we speak, the Phillies are right there in the playoff hunt. They haven't been there since 2011. Bryce Harper should be back real soon. Are you liking what you're seeing from this team for the most part this year?
Yeah, we followed them when we were over. Our Turk, our monitor guy, has the Phillies game on by his monitor console. Nice. So we keep an eye on what the Phillies were doing. You know, they're battling it out for that last wild card. You know, that one playoff position, right? I think
one of the wild cards,
Padres are a little bit. There's a couple other teams that are like, you know, they're battling up for it. But I like where we're at. I'm going to the game Wednesday, and I'm really excited about seeing them. Like, just because they play great. You know, their defense is always a little bit lacking, but they're starting to pick it up as a team. Great hitting, and Harper coming back. You can't not like that.
Well, you mentioned Wednesday. This interview will actually be airing as you're at the game, Wednesday the 24th.
Excellent.
And
I'll be
your
there.
Friend and mine, Jackie Bam Bam, will be there also. He's going to be dancing on the dugout with the Fanatic in the 5th inning.
Get out of here. You kidding me?
It is Mummers Night. There will be a celebration of string bands. So, you know, Jackie's a mummer.
I'm going to give him a shout, man. I got to let him know that I'll be there because Jackie's a wild man. He's great.
He sure is.
Hey, listen, I got to say something to you too. The Birds, man. I'm really excited about what I'm seeing with the Eagles. That first preseason, that series where they called that penalty back, and they had to, and then he 2 touchdowns, man. He's looking good. You know,
so you're a Jalen Hurts guy. You like him. He took that vicious hit, bounced back up from it. You know, he's got his critics, but a lot's going to be on his shoulders this year. You like Jalen?
I do. I like it. There's an upside to him. And I think that he's got a desire to win. He's a gamer. So, like, I'm really pumped to see what the Eagles are going to be about, because not only him, but look at that team. I mean, the 2 guys they got from Alabama. Ooh, I mean,
Georgia.
Watching the defense, I'm really excited about it. Very excited.
Yeah, from Georgia, Jordan Davis.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Georgia. I'm saying Georgia. Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean. Yeah,
those southern states are all the same.
Oh, Alabama. I said that's their rival.
Yeah, yeah. Dave, as we said, you got a busy fall ahead of you. I'm so glad to see you. I'm so
Hey,
glad you
me
still
too, man. Good to see you
love
too.
playing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'll be seeing you at Keswick on
Beautiful.
November 5th, and
Well,
I
always
can't
make
wait.
your presence known, man. Come say hello and we'll chat. I always love coming on you. I love talking sports, as you know that. And man, I love my Philly peeps.
Well, this was fun as I knew it would be.
Yeah.
David Uosikkinen of the Hooters and In the Pocket and Smash Palace and you name it. He's around. Thanks, Dave.
See you, man. Bye bye, chat.